Attention ninjas, today we're diving into a roulette strategy that looks safe on the surface, but trust me, it's hiding something nasty underneath. We're talking about the infamous shot and grind, a mix between Shotwell and Oscar's grind, which on their own seem pretty solid, and Oscar's grind is known to be one of the safest recovery methods. But when you mash them together, things get way riskier than you'd expect. Let's break it down. Welcome to Ninja Gamblers, where you can learn the best strategies for casino games like roulette, blackjack, and more. Subscribe and hit the bell to stay ahead of the game and maximize your chances of making big wins. Also, check out the link in the description for our Telegram channel and Instagram page, featuring exclusive content that never makes it to YouTube. Alright guys, in the last few videos we looked at the base Shotwell roulette method. It only covers 27% of the table, but when it hits, it pockets good wins. I'll leave the full video linked on the top right corner. Then we checked out the linear Shotwell, the only system where a martingale recovery not only covers your losses, but actually pulls in profit. And finally, we tested the Shotachi, using Fibonacci to recover. It works, but weirdly, it's less effective than the linear one. You'll find all those videos up in the top right. Make sure to watch them first, because today we're not going over the basics again. Today's method is called Shot and Grind. It combines Shotwell with Oscar's Grind, a recovery strategy known for being one of the safest, slow and steady. But here's the twist. When you put the two together, something strange happens. The risk doesn't go down, it goes up. How is that possible? Let's see it in action. Here we are guys. Now, just a quick reminder, the original Shotwell method is meant to be played on live roulette. Honestly, I think standard online tables work just fine too, but for this video, we're sticking to the classic setup. I'm currently on an Italian casino playing with euros, but the gameplay is the same in any currency. Just remember that not all casinos are safe. Some are unlicensed, illegal, or even rigged, meaning you could lose your money with no way to get it back. If you're unsure which ones to trust, check the link in the description and the first comment for an updated list of safe, legal casinos by country, plus sweepstakes casinos for US states that don't have normal ones. Also, I suggest switching between casinos. It might help reset the algorithm after a long session. Alright, like I said, I won't go over all the basic Shotwell rules again. If you're not familiar with them, check out the dedicated video. But just to recap, we'll be using one of the 3 classic Shotwell bets that evenly split the wheel from a physical layout perspective. Each of these setups includes one 6-line bet with 5 units, plus 4 straight-up numbers with 1 unit each. To keep things simple today, we'll just stick to one of these 3 bets, though of course, you can alternate them like we've done in past videos. The setup we're using today is the 6-line covering 10 to 15, and straight up bets on 16, 17, 18 and 28. Since my base unit is 1, that's €5 on the 6 line and €1 on each of the 4 numbers. So, we're covering 27% of the wheel, standard stuff, just like the original Shotwell method. If we hit, we're in for a nice profit, 21 units if the 6-line hits, or 27 if one of the single numbers comes in. But with just 27% coverage, odds are we're going to lose. Let's see. And yep, we lost, as expected. So what now? This is where Oscar's grind kicks in. Remember that one? I'll link the full breakup up here if you need a refresher. Basically, we're now entering recovery mode. First rule, when you lose, you repeat the exact same bet, same amount, same setup. But now, we start tracking. Right now we're at 0, and the goal is to get to +1 unit, just enough to recover the loss. So now our new unit is the total of our last bet, €9, 5 on the 6th line and 1 on each number. As soon as we reach +1, we've recovered and reset the count, but if we lose again, we keep going. And another loss, so instead of getting to +1, we drop to -1. No worries though, rules say we place the same bet again. I'll fast forward through the boring parts. Live roulette isn't exactly known for its speed. Another loss. we're now at -2. The good news? When we lose, it's just €9 per spin, at least for now. So let's go again, another €9, another round, fast forwarding a bit. And another miss. That puts us at -3. Same bet again. Now, have you spotted the main issue with shot and grind? We're not betting on red or black here, where you've got nearly a 48% chance of hitting. We're on just 27%, so slipping into a deep grind like this, it's way more likely. Still, let's keep rolling. And finally, boom, we hit it. That's €36 back, 27 in profit. Whoops guys, I had a bit of a tech hiccup and had to restart the PC. So yeah, new dealer. But no worries, we're right where we left off. Balance is back at €291, and we just pulled in €27 profit. Now listen closely, because this is where it gets interesting. Since Shotwell pays out big, we didn't just climb back 1 unit, we jumped up 3. From -3, we're back to 0. That means we only need 1 more unit to complete the recovery. But here's the catch. We can't really place a bet smaller than our base unit. So in this case, we go in with another full unit bet, 5 on the 6th line, 1 on each of the 4 numbers. If we hit now, we've fully recovered and locked in the grind. Let's go. And nope, we lost. Classic. Instead of moving to +1 and ending the grind, we slide back to -1. So we keep going, same bet, still in recovery mode. And another loss, down to -2, back in the pit. Totally normal for Oscar's grind, but here's the catch. Because our coverage is so low, we're way more likely to get stuck here. On the flip side though, when we do hit, we jump faster. 3 units up if it's a straight up, 2 if it's the 6th line. That's the trade-off. And another one bites the dust. Back to -3. Let's roll it again. Oof, lads, we're sinking here. Another loss puts us at -4. But we stick to the plan. Same bet. Let's keep grinding. Oh man, another loss. -5. Let's go. We keep grinding and hope for the best. The upside of Oscar's grind is that even during a nasty losing streak like this, we're only betting small amounts. In my case, still just €9. And especially with shot and grind, you can bounce back fast, since a single win brings in 2 or 3 units of profit at once. Ah, finally, we hit something. Took long enough. Alright, let's skip a spin and break it down properly. We landed on one of our 6th line numbers, which means a €30 win, 21 in profit. Since each unit is €9, we just gained 2 full units back, plus €3 on top, which we usually ignore, so we've gone from -5 to -3. If we had a straight up number, we'd have made €27 profit. That's 3 full units, putting us at -2. Either way, -3 is a solid bounce. Now remember, every time you win with Oscar's grind, you increase the next bet by 1 unit. So for me, that means doubling the stake. 10 on the 6th line, 2 on each straight up number. If we hit now, we'll gain between 4 and 6 units of profit, which would not only recover everything, it'd push us into proper profit territory. And yeah, that's the catch. While the classic Oscar's grind is super precise, it recovers exactly what you've lost and nothing more. With shot and grind, or any version where the payouts aren't 1-to-1, things get a bit messier. So you have to apply the Oscar's grind logic roughly, by feel, not by the numbers. Let's see how it goes. And boom, we hit again, this time on a straight up number. That's a €72 win, 54 in profit, which means 6 full units recovered in one shot. So just like that, we're not only back at our starting €300, we've locked in an extra €21 in pure profit. Alright, let's break it all down. Compared to the classic Oscars grind, this version is a different beast. You've got way less coverage, but much higher payouts. That means more frequent losses, longer dips into the red, but also the chance to shoot back up with just a couple of solid wins. So, is it better or worse? Honestly, it's just different. The big issue is how long and painful the grind can get. If you lose, win a little, then lose again, suddenly you're betting €27 or more per spin. And if you lose a few in a row, your balance starts crumbling fast. Sure, it only takes 2 or 3 wins to recover everything, but the risk is definitely higher than your typical Oscars grind. And considering Oscars grind is usually picked for how safe it is, if this version loses that stability, you might as well go for other strategies like the linear or the shotachi. I'm not saying this method doesn't work, it can, but out of all the variations I've tested, this one definitely feels the least balanced. What do you guys think? Which one do you prefer? Shot and grind, shotachi, or the linear Shotwell? Let us know in the comments, we try to respond to everyone. I remind you that in the link in the description, you can find a list of safe and certified online casinos in your country and in each US state. I recommend using certified casinos if you want peace of mind and to avoid scams, rigged games, or even playing in illegal casinos in your country and having trouble with the law. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you soon, ninjas.